One. I'm Todd Grisham. Here comes the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta. His 6 fights against Sugar Ray Robinson have gone down in boxing legend. There's no one tougher than this man. It's Dimitri Bivol, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world today. He's as humble as he is dominating, the light heavyweight champion of the world.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from the Bronx, New York, with 106 fights in his remarkable career, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the middleweight champion of the world, known as the Raging Bull, introducing Jake LaMotta. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dimitri Bivol.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. They both want a knockout, you can tell. That counter shot lands. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Punch caught him clean. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Misses with the straight left. Jab doesn't score. Got out of the way of that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. LaMotta in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You've switched off completely. You've done all your work. Oh, beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in. Let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Just take the round off.
Here we go for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside and just banging and banging and banging.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And he misses with that straight left. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Has to be careful for that receipt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about LaMotta in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Switched off. What are you doing? You've been crowned. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Fight, and he's gonna be confident. You gotta take that confidence away. Go out and be shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Rest for the weary. Good counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. We've never seen Bivol hurt quite like this. What's going to happen? How is this fight still continuing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Each other. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about LaMotta in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Get your mind back on the job and your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't. You're way better than this guy. You're way better. Just get him on the end of the jab.
There's the bell for round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Back and forth they go. Nice slip to avoid the jab. through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Punch count. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about LaMotta in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Barry, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Relax.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. There's a counter shot. That hook was off target. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That hook doesn't score. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And the Raging Bull is down. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Talk about LaMotta in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath. Win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. To the fight, don't give him no free shots, yeah? Well, good work out that kid. That you. Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this.
And there's the bell for round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That right hook won't score. Failing to score with that right hook. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about LaMotta in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You were thinking, you were smart. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Don't forget the jab, don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you do out there and win the round. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Round 7, here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Jab misses. Missing with the left hook. A straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swinging big and missing big with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about LaMotta in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
There's the bell to start round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Swinging him. Hold that thought. Oh, what a shot. Dimitri Bivol in some serious trouble here. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter lands. Do you believe this? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, Johnny, it was a very close fight until the end. In the end, we get a split decision.
It could have gone either way, and it's hard, you know, you're going to have people arguing, the fans for one and the fans for the other, say our fighter won. Split decision was fair. Down to the T, down to the wire. These guys put it on the line. Split decision is fair.